Hi, I'm Dr. David Hill, and today we're going to talk about how to get kids to take fish oil. Now, the first question that you got to have is, why would you get children to take fish oil? Honestly, there are not a lot of really significant therapeutic uses for fish oil in children. We do think that fish oils may help prevent heart disease and some other conditions in adults, although as we look at it, again, it seems like perhaps a diet high in oily fish is more effective than a diet high in fish oil pills. That said, there are certain conditions, specifically some kidney conditions, where fish oil actually is an important part of the therapeutic regimen prescribed by a doctor. The other therapeutic use that fish oil might have is as an alternative to another source of vitamin D. We now know that most children in the developed world are somewhat deficient in vitamin D. We tell everybody to wear sunscreen, stay out of the sun, and most kids avoiding appropriately getting melanoma later in life aren't getting enough sun exposure to have a high enough natural vitamin D level. Well, where else can you get vitamin D from? You can get it from actual store-bought vitamins like, Flintstones or SpongeBob or gummy bear vitamins. You can get it from Polyvisol or Trivisol for younger children. But one alternative is fish oils, which are relatively high in vitamin D. So how are you going to do this? Well, taking it off a spoon is really rather unpalatable, and I don't have any greater advice than you can think of in terms of holding the child's nose if you've got a liquid fish oil. Fortunately today, most fish oils are available in easy-to-swallow capsules. So how are you going to get the child to take the capsule? Well, if the child can already swallow pills, you're just looking at some sort of reward system, perhaps some reward for every week that the child successfully takes his or her fish oil pills. If the child has not yet learned to swallow pills and they need to for some compelling reason in order to take the fish oil, then you can start them off by swallowing tiny candies that they usually sell in the cake decorating section of your local grocery store. These are called decors, and you'd want to buy an assortment starting with the very teeniest, tiniest and working up to the size of the miniature M&Ms or Skittles, and then you can move on to actual regular M&Ms, by which time the child should have the swallowing motion down. You'll start with the smallest little decor and get the child to sip water after the decor is put right at the center of the tongue toward the back. The water sipping motion should swim that thing right down the throat, even better if the child drinks from a straw, which will help him concentrate on the swallowing motion. You move up in size every time the child successfully swallows one of these things 5 times. Now, you don't want to waterlog your child. I wouldn't try and do this all in one day or all in one session. And also, don't get mad at your child if they can't do it. This is just like learning to do anything else. It takes a little time. It takes a little practice. But with time, you should be able to gradually move up in size of candy until something roughly the size of the fish oil pill is available. So, getting children to take fish oil, I'm Dr. David Hill.